Shalom. I'd like to first and foremost give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakak Radash. I'm from the prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas camp. My name is Atiak Napash, under the branch of the prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. And I'd like to give a special double honors to the elders and apostles on down who teach well and rule well of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Lesson for today is basically, let them be ignorant. And I have some scriptures here to back up what's being said, and hopefully it's edifying to you brothers and you few sisters out there. Sometimes, out here in Israel, it's a lot of things going on. It's like every week there's something going on, where there's fallouts in camps or camps. Recently you had the thing that happened up in Chicago, and of course you have the Jakes who still believe in Christianity. So you got all that going on, so which makes it, you brothers and you few sisters out here, be thankful that you have this truth and knowledge, and that Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah is working with you, because we can see, with a spiritual eye that these men out here, that are saying the things they're saying or doing what they're doing, especially in Chicago with all that happened with up there, you can tell they don't have a spiritual eye. So I have some scriptures here, and again, I hope this is edifying to you brothers and you few sisters. And I'm going to start here in 1 Corinthians 14 and 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Yeah. You know how sometimes you can try to use wise counsel to, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, to tell people certain things, but they don't want to listen. They have their own ideas. Case an example for me personally. It was a guy I've been knowing for so many years, and I was telling him that, texting him, letting him know that he was an Israelite. And I went into it and told him some things, and he texted me back and he said, "Hey, look, I don't believe in all that, So after that, I left it alone. I didn't, go back and forth with him, because you have to realize that, there's ones going to accept it and others that are not, So, again, 1 Corinthians 14 and 38, but if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. So, you can say what needs to be said in the doctrine, and you can give them some certain things, but if that person doesn't accept it, then you leave it alone, Now, the second scripture I have is Ecclesiastes 8 and 17. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. Yeah. It is very foolish to, give counsel to a foolish person, Just leave them alone. Let them stay in their foolishness, their ignorance, because that's all they know, And you can only go so far with that person. You just leave it alone, just get away from them, They say you're just wasting your time, I got another one here. It's in Matthew 15 and 14. Let them alone. This is what Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, this is what Yahweh Shai said when he was talking to his disciples when he was on the earth. And this is what he said. Matthew 15:14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Yeah. So, in Israel and in Christianity, you have blind leaders, and they're those who follow these blind leaders. Them, along with their blind leader, is going to fall into a ditch, whether it's being in Christianity or whether it's in a lot of these camps, like the one up here in Chicago, it was very unwise of that group to be out there knowing that there was a protest. I don't know exactly if they were there first or if the protesters were there first, but the leaders should have had the wisdom to know that, hey, let's pack up and go. No sense in going back and forth with these people, So that's where, being, like Yahweh Shai said, be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, And out there fighting and going back and forth with them is not being wise at all, Much less be a harmless as a dove, So I have another scripture here. It's in Ephesians 5, 6, and 7. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of such things God's wrath comes on those who are disobedient. Therefore, do not be partners with them. Case in point, you had the leader. I don't know what the leader's name was, but he had this shade of red. And after everything had happened, 2 Saturdays ago, he was saying that, hey, I'm calling on all camps for this round 2, when there's no scriptures backing up what he's saying, but he's a leader, right? Or supposedly a leader. And he's trying to sort of rally up the troops. But Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai will fight, is supposed to fight for you. The scripture said that, So he's like what Ephesians 5 and 6 and 7 says, that he's being deceiving because he's not using the scriptures. And if you're not using the scriptures, you're being deceitful, And this is why, God's wrath come on those who are disobedient. So this man is telling people to basically be disobedient. Go on out there and look for a fight. Basically, when you got a shade of red, which is an R of violence, you look at the red, you automatically think of blood, or violence, So it wasn't like he was coming in peace. The scriptures say that we should be peaceable among all men. That's not being peaceable. That's like looking for revenge, looking for payback, And that's not wise at all, So the scriptures say in verse 7, therefore do not be partners with them. So men like him who have vengeance on his mind, you can't be partners with them, They're to be avoided, So I hope this was edifying to you brothers and you few sisters out there to, You know, be not deceived by men who are not following the you know, the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, you know, because at the end of the day, you'll be a part of the blind. And like I said about the blind, you know, they both fall into a ditch. Scriptures also say, let no one deceive you with empty words. So if it's not Bible, you know, backed up by the Bible, and sometimes, you know, you have men who, you know, use the Bible for their own benefits, you know, in the scriptures, you know, to manipulate their cause, you know, which at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is not dealing with those men. That's being deceitful, you know. So again, I hope this was edifying to you brothers and you few sisters. Until the next time, I say shalom.